Hello and welcome back to another vlog. All of my vlogs, I usually start off Hot Mess Express because that's how my Saturdays go. I wanted to give you guys a small update. Basically, last night I decided that I was going to embrace Halloween, even though I couldn't celebrate it in the way that I wanted to. So we sat outside and listened to some Halloween music, passed out candy, and it turned out to be a pretty chill evening, which brought my anxiety and everything else down quite a bit. So I also decided that since these fast-paced books were just not working for me, that I would try something incredibly different for me. And I picked up Blood Mercy by Vila Roth. Now, this shouldn't be a book that I like. I have always wanted to try it though. My friend Izzy is the one who bought it for me. I've heard so many good things about this, especially the blood drinking scene. I've heard that it is one of the best written blood drinking scenes in fiction. And so I have not got there yet, but this morning I have read like half of this book. I am kind of obsessed with it. I really love it. It's very slow paced. It's very character driven, very much not my style. But since the other ones weren't working for me, I don't know if I have been so invested in horror lately, and a lot of that is like go, go, go. I don't know if that's what it is that's making this work for me right now. It's almost tempting me to pick up S.A. Chakraborty again and try Daevabad because this is working. I'm really liking this. This is very, very political. We have a girl who is the bastard daughter of a king. And her only goal in the beginning of this book is to meet a Hesperian. And that is our main character here, our main male character, which is essentially a vampire. There is a peace treaty that they are trying to broker between the humans and the vampires in this world are not vicious. It is the humans that are vicious. They have learned to live peacefully. They have learned to live with their magic. They have learned to drink blood without killing. All of this makes them creatures that are very willing to let the humans deal with life how they need to. But it does affect both humans and vampires to live separately. And obviously, because the vampires need blood to survive, but the humans have turned their backs on the vampires in the past. It's kind of a lot of push and pull politically right now. Not much has happened except the relationship between these two characters. And so I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. There's a lot of things going on in the background of this story, which usually bothers me. I'd like for all of the action, all of the political maneuvering to happen on page, but because they discuss it, it seems to be happening in a way that I am okay with. I don't know how to explain it. I shouldn't like this book, the slow-paced, character-driven, it's not something that I should enjoy, but I do. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna roll with it. I think whenever I go further into the series though, I might have to be like, mood reading. It has to hit at the right time like this one is, but I get it. I get the hype for this book. I'm very excited to get to the blood drinking scene. I think that I could really, really enjoy this series. It's very different for me, very, very different, but I'm loving it. And I haven't put this on my romantasy bingo because I had no idea that I was going to like this as much as I do. This does make me want to move on to the Eva Chase after this, because Eva Chase is another author that I have been scared to tackle because I know that they are like character driven, slow paced books. But I mean, come on, it's working. Also, I think I've showed you guys this before, but the bookmark that I always have in my books is this one. My husband got it for me for Christmas last year, and I really like it. But anyway, that's the update I have for you, and I'm just excited to be excited about reading again. So, and it's only taken a couple weeks to get back to normal, but you know, I needed last night. I needed the stress relief of last night, and I think that we could be back on track. I do think part of my issues was the PMDD having some lingering effects, but also the stress of everything on top of that. It just made it so much worse. And like I said, I do think that I have been reading so many fast-paced books lately that I needed something to settle my brain. And, you know, the PMDD and all that stuff too. Like, I just needed something to settle my brain. So this is working quite well. I have finished Blood Mercy. So I have to say, I was not as big of a fan of this as I was at the beginning. I really liked the relationship in here, but I had some problems whenever we got into the meat of the story with how slow paced it was, how things became repetitive. And I've heard from so many people that the blood drinking scene in here is top notch. Listen, Ali Hazelwood did it and she did it better. That's all I have to say. I have read Bride 4 times. I loved it so much. So blood drinking scene, no, it's not this. I don't care what people say. It's not this. I did like it though. I did like the relationship. Like I said, I liked how our main characters were strong in their own right, but not exactly the type of strength we are used to seeing in romantasy. I also liked the vampire take in this story. They were very different from what we are used to seeing. And I do like it when tropes are kind of turned on their head and given new light. That's always something that I find interesting. However, I do have to say, I don't know if I will continue with this series. The main reason for that is I have heard further books in this series get boring, and a lot of what happened in this was boring to me. So I don't know. I think this is going to land at like a 4-star for me, which, given what I have just said, you would think that I would give it a lower rating, but I did enjoy it. I just had issues with it. I think if this book had been edited down a little bit, it could have been excellent. I didn't need some of these scenes to go on for chapters and chapters and chapters. That was highly unnecessary. And while I liked the relationship a lot, I do feel like it could have gone further. They felt friendly and they felt very connected from the beginning, but it just, I don't know, there was a depth that was lacking for me, and I don't know how to explain that or pinpoint it really. Also, some of my nails have popped off. I'm going to change them soon, but I am liking these whole like glue on press on nails. And I probably will keep doing them this way for a little while. The mani-pedis was not sustainable for me. So anyway, my next book, we are going to go with what I wanted and read Mate. I did post on my Discord 3 options that I was trying to decide between. I have Mate. I wanted to read The Things Gods Break, and I have an arc of Cage a Wild Bird. Is that the book? I think that's what the book's called. But I had requested a few of them on NetGalley, and that is one that I did get approval for. But I'm so excited to get to this. Like I just said, I love Bride. I've read it multiple times. Mate is the follow-up book to this. I do think that this is going to be a little bit different because it's shifter. And I do like the dynamics of the vampire shifter romance in Bride. So I'm kind of going to go into this hoping for a little bit more of what we got in Bride, but knowing it's shifter, not vampire and shifter. I did like the ending. I know I like the main female character in this. I've just been really excited for more Ali Hazelwood. I'm always excited for more Ali Hazelwood. I will see you guys when I get a little further in the book. Guys, I have just sat down to record another video, so hence the full makeup and everything like that. And the fact that I don't have the books that I need to update you guys on sitting next to me. I left them in the living room. But I came back to let you know I have finished Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and I enjoyed it. I don't think I liked it as much as Bride, but the vampire werewolf dynamic will always have more interest to me than a shifter would. And
I do like the overcoming trauma and things that had to happen in this book. I did like our main characters. I love how sassy both of them are. They both have like that whole sasshole mentality, and I really enjoyed that. But I don't think I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I don't think I liked it as much as Bride though. So kind of a little bit of a bummer, but still really good book. And I've been sick for the last couple of days. So in being sick, I did also read A Dress to Save Me by my friend Tessa. And guys, if you have not read these short stories, these little novellas, you need to. They are horror stories based on feminine rage where they go to a dressmaker and the dressmaker kind of puts a spell on the dress to give them what they need. And I enjoy these so much. The girls in these books are chef's kiss. Love it. I really, really want more. Every time I read one of these, I'm like, please give me more, give me more, give me more. I even insert the gif of Kylo screaming more every time I finish one. But I really love these. And if you haven't read them yet, please do. They are so good. I gave it 5 stars. It was excellent. And I have started The Possession of Alba Diaz. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I don't know if it's that I just have this problem with A.G. Slatter. The slow books are not working for me. They are not in any way, shape, or form. And so I think I've just read too many slow-ish type books in a row. I enjoyed Blood Mercy, but I don't know what is going on with me right now. That Gothic is not working for me. Gothic is my jam. I'm going to push through though, because I do think this is going to pick up very quickly from where we are in the book. And I think it's the whole building up to the horror, because we've seen elements of the horror so far, but not strong elements of the horror. And I think when we get to the stronger elements of the horror, I will really start to enjoy it. I felt that way about the Vampires of El Norte. The romance kind of took over and I wasn't feeling it until we got into the meat of the story. So it could very well just be that. But I mean, I'm right now, if I was to rate it, it'd be like a 3-star, because her writing is still beautiful. Her characters are still really well fleshed out. There's no issue there. Oh, 2 random things to talk about. Don't judge me by my nails. I got different nails, like a different brand. And these are too curvy for my nails, and so they just keep popping off. I'm kind of wanting them to pop off by themselves so that I don't rip my nails off. But I do have another set that I'm going to try, because you guys know I have been trying to delve into putting nails on myself instead of going and getting them done, because that was costing too much. And I have found some Glamnetic ones that I really want to try too. I went with the cheap ones first to see if I could maintain it, to see if I could keep myself doing it. But there are some Glamnetics that I really want. And also, let me know if you guys like this makeup look. Last night I had some insomnia and I was on TikTok and it said that my perfect look is dark feminine. So I followed the tutorial. Of course, it told me I needed red lips. I'm not doing red lips. But I followed the tutorial that it told me, and this is the dark feminine look. Do you guys like it? Do you guys think it's my best look, or do you like some of my other looks previously? I'm one of those that makeup is an accessory. Makeup is there to make you feel better. It's not for anybody else. And do it if you want. Don't do it if you don't want. So, I like playing with it. And this said it was my best look, so I figured I'd give it a try. We have to discuss some things. Okay, so when I last checked in with you guys, I was like, this book is boring and I don't like it. How am I not liking a Gothic novel? I don't understand. Listen, I said at the end of that clip that obviously something was going on and I couldn't figure it out. Didn't know if it was brain fog, what was going on, but I thought this book was about to take off. And I thought that would be where my interest peaked. Guys, I'm tempted to give this 5 stars. Do I give this 5 stars? Because the first part of it was so incredibly boring to me? I don't know. But the last half of this book was definitely 5 stars. Absolutely 100% 5 stars. I ate it up, couldn't put it down. I even got to the point where I was like, do I want to read it? Do I DNF it? Guys, so good. So good. This is probably my favorite Isabel Cañas that I've read. And I've read The Hacienda, which is a Rebecca retelling, so that should tell you something. Rebecca being one of my favorite of all time. Also, I've kind of lost most of my nails. I do apologize if it looks weird, but whatever. It's so good. So good. I think this has a chance of being in my top 10. I was so bored for the first 30% of this book though, so I'm conflicted. I am conflicted. I mean, we do know that Isabel Cañas uses romance in her books to kind of keep the intrigue level going, and I didn't mind it in this one. I actually really liked the romance in this story, and it has like a darker aspect to it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's one that I was very intrigued by, very, very intrigued by. I love Alba Diaz. I love her character. I loved a lot of the characters in here, and I love how this tackles feminine rage in a different way. I mean, it was so good. So good. Again, there are some religious themes through this, obviously, because we're talking about possession. So, we're going to be dealing with the Catholic Church and exorcisms and things like that, and how the Catholic Church treats women. So there are aspects of that. So if that's triggering to you, you might not like this. I don't know. But incredible. Absolutely incredible. I need to insert the Lady Gaga gif here. But I have no more to say about this. I do, however, need to tell you that I have received 3 ARCs. I was not planning on receiving 3 ARCs, and usually I will go in to NetGalley, check out the audiobooks, see what's available, and I'll request a couple and maybe get one. Well, I got 3. I got To Cage a Bird, which is one that I have been looking forward to quite a bit since I loved Silver Elite, a dystopian romantasy kind of thing. And I got the new Stasia Stark. I will put an image here. So I have been really liking Stasia Stark. I've been reading her other series. Can't think of the name of it, but it's on my romantasy TBR, my bingo board. And then I got the next book in Broken Souls and Bones by LJ Andrews. I'm so excited about that one. So excited. I think I just recently talked about my feelings on that in a video, so I will try to contain that here. But the intimacy created in those main characters was impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. I loved it so much. So to continue on with that book so quickly from when I read the last one, it is ebook though. I did not request the ebook. I requested the audio and got the ebook. So you know me and ebooks, they give me a headache. I avoid them like the plague. But for LJ Andrews, I will tough it out. Just like I did with Robert Jackson Bennett, I will tough it out. So to say what we will be reading next, I will pick up one of those ARCs next. I'm not sure which one. I'm very excited about the LJ Andrews, but I do know it would take me longer than a day or two to finish, and I want to get this video up because it's almost a week behind schedule. I shifted so that I could post my wrap up before this video came out, giving me a couple more days before this video had to go up. And so yeah, I do think maybe To Cage a Bird. I'll probably read To Cage a Bird because I think that's one I can finish in time to have this video go live. All right, confession time. I totally read To Cage a Wild Bird in one day. I loved it. Oh my gosh. If you guys love The Hunger Games, read this book. If you guys want a grown-up, spicier adult version of The Hunger Games, please read this book. It gave everything I wanted. Everything I expected from a almost fan fiction of The Hunger Games. Yes. It is a very different setup, but we do have a lot of Hunger Game pulls for this, and it's very obvious that, this is where the inspiration came from. I really liked the romance in here. It was done very, very well. I'm very excited about that. I want the next book. I want to know what happens because this ended on a dang cliffhanger, and I need it. I need to know. Come on now, please. So yeah, I don't think I'm as obsessed with this book and these characters as I was Silver Elite. I don't think I'm as obsessed with these characters and this book as I was Broken Souls and Bones. But guys, I gave this 5 stars. Was it perfect? No. Was it everything I wanted from a book that reminded me of The Hunger Games but make it romantasy? Yes. I need more. I need more. I'm very, very excited that the next book to Silver Elite will be coming out very, very soon because I love dystopian romantasy, which we need a new word for that because it's sci-fi, right? So I don't know how to mix romance sci-fi. That doesn't roll off the tongue like romantasy. But guys, we have a main character who is a bounty hunter, and she doesn't want to work for the rebellion that is growing in this country. She wants to avoid it because that's what got her parents killed. She's trying to take care of her brother. And bounty hunters are kind of looked down upon in this world because they imprison people, but the people that go to prison end up playing in these games. They become hunted for the rich and elite of society. So when she is told that she needs to infiltrate the prison where all of these people are kept that she imprisoned herself, got locked up herself, she's like, oh, well, wait, what? No. And they really need her help. They really need her to do this. She's the only one that they know of that has the skills to pull this off. She's been a bounty hunter for years. All of the things that she's learned in becoming a bounty hunter and doing it for years, they need all of these skills. And so she kind of writes them off. There's a person that she used to have a good relationship with that is involved with this rebellion. And he's like, you've changed so much. And she's like, I don't care. I got to take care of my brother. That's all I care about. I need to get paid. I need to take care of my brother. That all goes down. And then her brother is arrested and he is facing the same thing all of these other prisoners are facing. And she says, fine, tell me how to infiltrate this prison. Tell me what you need done. Let's do this, pretty much. And so she infiltrates the prison. But the night before she is to infiltrate the prison and pull this off, she meets a guy and she's going to take him home. She's like, okay, this guy's cute. He's witty. He's got like a lot going for him. His clothes are kind of nice, so he must not be from around here. It's not like I'm going to run into this guy again. And joke's on her because he is one of the prison guards. And this book is part their romance and part fighting for a rebellion. Very much Hunger Games, very much everything I wanted it to be. And if you guys like Hunger Games, pick it up. That's all I can say. I am going to go ahead and end the vlog here though, because even though I'm about to start a new book, this is a week behind. So you guys are getting 2 weeks of my reading instead of 1. And no B-roll because girl has been stressed. Your girl has been stressed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found books that you want to read. And like I said, I will see you in my next video. Bye.